Okay, I'm live. Oh, not live. Fuck off. Okay. Yeah, so I think I have a question about Prince. One thing I'm trying to figure out with my lesbian self. I believe Prince was probably not gay, but I believe he was bisexual, or trans, or queer. One or the other. I believe he battled with other parts of his sexuality. That's what I believed him to be battling about. And if I'm wrong or right, I really don't care, because there's something about him that sets my bi-dar, my trans-dar, my queer-dar off. There's something about him that makes me believe that either he was bi, or he was trans, or he was queer, or he was something other than the straight-laced straight. Okay? And I feel it in my bones that that's what he was. You know, I don't necessarily know him, but I know people who are kind of like him. In a certain way. People were kind of like him in a certain way. So, I don't know. Like, I believe in a way he was like that. But at the same time, back in the day, maybe he was bi, maybe he was trans, maybe he was queer. But back in the day, hell, there was no terminology for that. And if you were just sort of slightly different, then hell, there was not really much place for you. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. This is a long time ago. This is before the gay liberation movement. This is before the queer liberation movement. This is before all this shit happened. So, I believe he was in a way like us. Even though you're like, oh no, he wasn't. Yeah, he was. And guess what? I'm gonna keep it real. You don't have to be a gay person in order to be in the lgbtq community. Remember, there's bisexual people. There are transgender people. There are queer people. There are so many different types of people. And guess what? Bi doesn't necessarily mean that you need to like both at the same time equally. That means you can like one more and the other one a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand, like, it isn't so binary that you think, of course, a person is not in the LGBTQ community. They might think that, oh, if you're bi, you need to like both of them the same. No, you don't. You just need to like one more and the other one just a little bit. Or one more, the other one just as equally. It doesn't matter. It just means you like two. You like both. Whichever equations that you want to put on each one. All I gotta say is that I believe in a way, in some ways, that he was like us. He was like the LGBTQ community, but in the same ways, a lot of times the religious community got to him first and made him feel like he can never identify with us. You know what I mean? Because I noticed when he was younger, he did. When he was younger, he was way more fluid in his interpretation of who he was. He was way more fluid. He was way more cooler, whatever. Until the religious community, the Jehovah's Witnesses, which are a bunch of skanks, got to his ass and made him a lame. That's what I'm going to say. They made him a lame. They made him a lame. But at the same time, like, it is what it is. I just, damn. He could have been so much more better than you. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I feel so sad that he never had a progeny, like a child. He never had a child after his own likeness. And I'm like, that is the most saddest thing I can ever say. But at the same time, it's like, damn, it's sad. But at the same time, it is what it is. So I believe he was a part of the LGBTQ community. bi, trans, or queer. Because believe it or not, there are straight people who can't be queer. Yeah, they exist. Even though people don't want to pretend like they exist, but they do exist. It is what it is. Alright. Like, share, subscribe, or dislike. I don't really give a fuck. Have a nice day. Bye.